Hi, I'm Jill Whitcap, VP of Product at IAB Tech Lab. Thanks for having me at the IAB Australia AdTech and Ops Summit. Sorry I couldn't join you guys in person, but I'm really happy to be able to present the information to you guys virtually. I'll just quickly cover who is IAB Tech Lab, what do we do? I'll tell you a little bit about our pillars and priorities for 2024, and then we'll spend a little bit of time on a few topics that I know are of interest to the group there, which will be advanced TV, a little bit of programmatic, and our tools portal. So first, meet the Tech Lab. As many of you probably know, we are a member-driven organization. We focus on building technical specifications to support digital advertising. We have over 1,000 companies, some of you that participate in our 25 plus working groups, and we manage dozens of specifications that you guys use a lot in your day-to-day workloads. We are a global organization and we work closely with the local IABs in each market. So you have IAB Australia, and we are a partner across the globe for them and other international IABs. You're likely familiar with some of our specifications, most notably Open Measurement, SDK, OpenRTB, VAST. These are all specifications that are probably part of your day-to-day workloads, and we are happy to continue to evolve them with them as new use case evolve them with you as new use cases arise. The way that we work, overall, a lot of people ask us, what's the difference between IAB Tech Lab and, say, IAB Australia? And I just want to highlight how we work together. I think about it a lot as within an organization, you can have sort of your business and marketing teams, and then your product and engineering teams. And so that's the same way that we collaborate with the international IABs. They are responsible for market development, understanding the business needs of the community, and then they pass some of those that become technical requirements over to IAB Tech Lab, and we work together to ensure that we have a technical solution that fits the requirements. And so a little bit about our pillars and priorities for 2024. I like to highlight that we work across 5, we call them pillars, they could be work streams, 5 different areas, which are addressability in pets, privacy, programmatic foundations, advanced TV, and measurement. Across those 5 areas, though, we have many working groups and many projects within each one. So what I have highlighted here are just a few of our top priority items for 2024. I'll start on the left. In the addressability and pets row, you can definitely see a focus on Privacy Sandbox. I think that a lot of you probably saw the analysis that we put out early in the year, and that work continues. So we put out the analysis for public review and comment, and we've received feedback. We continue to work with the team, both the industry and the team at Google, to make sure that we document everything correctly, that we take industry feedback into our analysis and have published a final document. We also are receiving a lot of ongoing questions of more specific use cases. So how do I use the Privacy Sandbox as a marketer? How do I use Privacy Sandbox as XYZ? And so we're thinking about those more as persona cookbooks that give a little bit more practical examples of what to expect and how to think about the tools that are provided. You can also see in addressability in pets, we have OPJA, which is Open Private Join Activation, which is a specification that was released last year. And we recently received a donation from Google for the PAIR protocol, which is a similar way to achieve the same goal as OPJA. And so we are working on sort of bringing those 2 specifications together and putting sort of a standard out in the market for a way for publishers and advertisers to securely find overlap in their audiences. For privacy, I will say that most of the work happening in privacy this year is heavily focused in the US. So in the US, we've had probably another dozen states passed privacy laws. And so the few that I have mentioned there are ones that go into effect in 2024. And then we also have a handful that go into effect very early in 2025. So the focus is making sure that we have signaling within the global privacy platform to make sure that those the requirements are taken into effect and the signals are reflective of each state's laws. I won't go through everything on here, but another couple items that I want to make sure we call out are for programmatic foundations. You'll see adoption, brand and agency content development. So this year we have tried to slow down a little bit on the specification development. I won't say that we've totally achieved that, but we are taking specific time to focus on the adoption of the specifications. So not just issuing the updates for new features, but also making sure that we have additional resources towards going towards how something is meant to be used, who's using which version, and how to make sure that we sort of continue to garner that adoption. And a couple of the items that you'll see labeled with adoption are ways that we are working towards that as an organization. One item in Advanced TV that I will spend a bit more time on in this presentation is the Ad Creative ID framework. So I'm really excited to share this one with you. And it really focuses on making sure that we have a universal creative ID associated with ad creative, a way for a single piece of creative to maintain an identity as it goes through the digital supply chain. And I'll touch on that in more detail later. And along with that, we will be hosting an AdOps workshop that goes into more details on the how and the why. It'll be in New York City in August. So that's a little bit of where our focus is this year. And